So good! We have to talk about Crisis on Earth X. Crisis on Earth X is the new crossover this year for the Arrowverse. Last year it was Invasion with the Dominators. This year it's Crisis on Earth X with Nazis. Yeah, this crossover was really good. I really did like it. There are some parts where I didn't quite like. Mostly Felicity Smoke. She's really annoying. I don't know why they write her like that anymore. Like, she used to be a good character. Now she's just not. I don't know why. But overall, I thought the crossover was really good. It was a lot better than Invasion. Invasion was more of a, like, while it is a crossover, they don't really connect. Like, take, for instance, the Supergirl episode. It only crossed over for like 42 seconds. On The Flash, it was mostly The Flash that just so happened to have all the other characters. On The Arrow, it was The Arrow, but it just so happened to have The Flash and the other characters. And in Legends, the same thing. This year, it really felt like they tried to make it like a 4-hour movie, where it's very consistent over its time. And you know what? They did exactly that. Well, yes, there were still some things with the Supergirl drama, with what's been happening on that show. And then the Arrow's best friend, but it just so happens to be, you know, Earth X version of him, comes back. And the new Leonard Snart comes out on The Flash, which he premiered. And the rest of the Legends team comes on during the Legends episode. But it didn't feel like they were Legends episodes that just had that in them. It was the crossover, but it just had more Legends in it. And it made it better. It personally made it better. The action in this was awesome. Each episode had an action ending. The first one was the wedding crash scene, which was actually a pretty well done scene with Barry and Iris' wedding. It really did. It was emotional, and it did feel like what it should have, until the Nazis came in and killed him. Well, almost. They tried to kill him, and it really did have a lot of good action in it. The only problem I had with it is that Wally left, and they fly him away again. Instead of having Wally and Joe stay and have Felicity and Iris, or at least have Wally get rid and protect Iris, Felicity, and Cecile. Not Joe and Cecile, and that's it. Joe is a cop. He should be in the crossover, and maybe he shouldn't be. But at least take Iris and Felicity, because there was no reason for them being there, other than drama. That was the only reason. Joe could have stayed. Wally should have stayed. He's a hero, right? He has superpowers. Isn't that exactly what they need right now? They don't need protection. They need to take care of the Nazis, especially at the end of the crisis. It was like, we have to get the entire gang together. There's no screwing around. We have to do this. And where's Wally? Like, get all of your characters, man. But overall, like, I don't want to rant here because it was good. I did like it. It was way better. The Barry and Iris stuff wasn't super in your face this time. And the ending, their actual, when they got actually married in the last episode, was good. Overall, though, it was a good episode. The first one. The second one, it was a little slow, though. I won't lie. There's not a lot of action in the first one. But it was good character-wise. The second one, kind of the same, except it was less good character-wise. There wasn't as many emotional beats that were really good, and the action was a little bit dull. So, overall, the second one was a little bit of a downer, but it was still a good episode. The third one, the actual Flash episode, is where it kicked up for me. Because they were on Earth X. They went to Earth X, they had their fight, they had to get out of Earth X to get back to their Earth, because the evil Wave Rider that was coming. And overall, the third episode was awesome. It was exactly what I wanted it to be. And the fights in it were awesome. Also, did I tell you who the villains are? I don't think I have. So let's talk about the villains. The villains are the Nazis, but like there has to be like a face to the Nazis. So, who were they? Well, it was the version of Supergirl, but Nazi, Green Arrow, but Nazi, and the Flash, but Nazi. Oh wait, no. There wasn't a Nazi Flash. It was Eobard Thawne. Quick sidebar, how is Thawne still alive? He was erased from time in The Flash and on Legends. But he's still alive. I don't care really because Tom Cavanagh is a good actor and I do like his performance. I just how. But and their lazy explanation was, "Oh, time travel can do stuff to you, man." But that doesn't really like explain a whole lot. The one thing I do want to say, seriously though, the first and second episode were lighthearted. They were for jokes. They were for laughs. The last two episodes were kind of dark and really pulled on your heartstrings. Especially the end of the third episode to like the beginning / middle of the fourth one. If you guys don't know, the actor who plays Martin Stein was leaving at the end of this year. That's already been confirmed. We already knew that. They have been teasing on Legends and on this crossover in the beginning where they actually made a cure where you could split up Firestorm, and they even had it so that Jax can remain, he has powers, but Martin doesn't, and they can split up Firestorm. And so, I thought Martin Stein, since he's leaving, they're going to give him that kind of send-off and have him with his family. In the end of the third episode, they're in their final battle, which was good, by the way. They were running over to a thing that they needed, and they split up Firestorm in order to pull a level to help them get back to the Earth. And Jax was fixing it while Stein was going to pull it. And it was a little bit foreshadowing, and Stein was shot. He managed to crawl over, pull the level, as he was getting shot again. And Jax morphed into Firestorm, brought him on the Wave Rider, and it was revealed that Jax was dying with Stein. Because he was basically being his life support through their connection. If they would have stayed connected, both of them would have died. And if they split up, Stein would die. And Stein broke the connection by drinking the formula and having Jax handed over to him, and he died. That scene, by itself, is worth watching the entire crossover. That scene in itself was the most emotional scene, I think, not only of any comic book anything this year. Wait, did Logan come out this year? Maybe Logan's death is up there with Stein's death. Because that scene was so emotional. The actors did a perfect job, especially Jax, with just handling that death the way they did was incredible. And the crossover proved that they have some great writers. It also had great emotion attached to it. It also made a great way to push the fact that, yeah, they are actual threats. It gave it weight. It gave this crossover meaning. Last crossover didn't have that. It was like, oh, the Dominators are so important and big, but they, didn't hurt anything, and they just kind of left after they were defeated. The Nazis actually killed someone. Kind of. And they did kill someone. And it really raised the stakes and made it feel more important and more necessary to defeat them. And that's what made this one, I think, better. And if you guys watch the crossover or care at all, comment down below what you thought about it or how your day was. And see you all in the next episode. This video is pretty long. Bye for now!